Itachi and Kisame versus Jiraiya. How would this fight have really gone had it actually happened? And was Itachi truly fearful of Jiraiya? Let's talk about it. Obviously, Itachi was fearful of Jiraiya. I mean, we're talking about the pervy sage here. We're talking about the toad sage of Mount Miyaboku. We're talking about the legendary Sannin, man. Obviously, Itachi was scared. I mean, guys, come on now. This is an easy fight. Jiraiya stomps. He's probably going to punch Kisame in the face with a Rasengan, and then... Okay, guys, no, let's be serious for a second. Let's be serious. Jiraiya is an amazing character. He's one of my favorite characters, actually. But he's not beating Itachi and Kisame. That's just, we got to make that point blank and period here, baby. He's not beating them. I don't even think he's beating Itachi in a one-on-one fight. But the only reason that people even really talk about this fight in particular, Itachi and Kisame versus Jiraiya, is because of this moment here, right? This is basically right after Itachi and Kisame pull up to try to take Naruto. And then Jiraiya shows up shortly after that to stop them, obviously, right? And basically, upon seeing them and interacting with them, Jiraiya says what he says, right? He says, "I'll take care of you two right here," right? I think in the anime, he says something along the lines of, "I'm going to eliminate you two right here." But either way, he's effectively saying that he's going to handle them. He's going to capture them, kill them, whatever he needs to do to take care of them and make them not a threat, right? And then literally immediately after this, because Itachi and Kisame do run away, they do retreat from Jiraiya. And right after this, Itachi is basically telling Kisame, even if I had backup in that situation, I don't think the outcome of the battle would have changed. And he basically says that if him and Jiraiya were to fight, and if he had backup, he does say backup, that he would, either they would both be killed or they would both be incredibly injured and hurt, right? Now, obviously, if you're watching Naruto and this happens, you're gonna go, "Oh, that guy's powerful." But after watching Shippuden and understanding Itachi's character and what he's actually trying to do within the story, we understand that this was all a farce. He was clearly lying, he was bluffing, and he was keeping up appearances in front of Kisame. Because Itachi is actually trying to protect the Leaf Village, right? And I think in this moment, he understood that number one, capturing the Jinchuriki is already gonna make Konoha much weaker because they no longer have their tailed beast, and killing one of their strongest shinobi isn't gonna help anything, right? And Itachi knows this, right? And I think it was a perfect opportunity for him to use Jiraiya to get out of having to capture Naruto and probably kill Jiraiya, right? And he has to keep up appearances in front of Kisame. So it all kind of makes sense, right? And, it helps that Kisame knows about Itachi knows about Jiraiya. And he even talks about Jiraiya and talks about how much of a legend he is in this panel, right? So it helps that Itachi and the other members of the Akatsuki probably know about Jiraiya, right? But, I mean, if that's not enough for you guys, I mean, if we think about the things that Itachi and Kisame can do, and I'm referring to their fighting capabilities here. When you think about the things that they can do, right, the people they fought, it's not hard to see that they're probably not going to beat Jiraiya, or they're not, that Jiraiya's probably not going to beat them in a 2-on-1 fight, right? We know all the things Itachi can do with his Genjutsu and all the other hacks he has with his Sharingan, but even Kisame, people forget how powerful he is. I mean, he's considered the tailed beast for a reason, right? And he's capable of going up against guys like Might Guy and Killer Bee without Samihara, his shark skin sword that literally absorbs chakra and wins him a majority of any fights he's in, right? Not to say that he needs it, but it is a valuable asset to him. And he doesn't have that, and he's still capable of going toe-to-toe with guys like, Might Guy and Killer Bee, right? I mean, and even this fight here, him against Itachi, I mean, I'm pretty sure these guys are both fighting not really at 100%, but they're both taking each other fairly seriously. And I mean, Kisame is easily able to go toe-to-toe with Itachi in terms of physical combat, right? And if this isn't enough, guys, if me showing you this and me telling you about the things that they've done isn't enough, if you actually watching Shippuden isn't enough, then I honestly don't know what to say. But there is something that I want to talk about that maybe could just possibly convince you that Jiraiya doesn't win this fight. And that is that he literally one-shot, Itachi literally one-shot Orochimaru, right, with a Genjutsu. And we're talking about a guy who is comparable, if not stronger than Jiraiya, right? And Itachi one-shot him with a Genjutsu. So, if that's not enough to tell you that Jiraiya is not going to be able to beat Itachi by himself, then he definitely can't beat Kisame and Itachi, right? If this isn't enough, though, I don't know what to tell you, right? But unfortunately, guys, there's not really an argument for him fighting Itachi and Kisame and having any real chance of winning. A lot of people bring up Toad Sage Song, but I'm not even going to talk about that because first off, it requires way too much of Jiraiya, and in the whole thing, he's gonna have to be protecting Naruto, right? And maybe even Sasuke. And I just don't see him catching both Itachi and Kisame in it anyway. All right. But this is all besides the point because most of you should know by now that Jiraiya really doesn't stand much of a chance. And guys, I love Jiraiya. I am a fanboy of Jiraiya. I wish that that moment I should say rather, was true and that Jiraiya could have just bodied the entire Akatsuki, right? That'd be great. But unfortunately for all the other Jiraiya fanboys such as myself, if Itachi and Kisame, let me get that up there for y'all, were to go up against Jiraiya, let me get that up there. There you go. There he is. Unfortunately, guys, Itachi and Kisame are going to take that probably 7 days out of the week with an extra day on Sunday and Monday because why not, right? But yeah, guys, unfortunately, Itachi and Kisame got this one pretty much every day of the week. Yo, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another My Take video on the channel. I really enjoy making these videos, guys. And in the comments, let me know about another thing you want my take on. Let me know about a character from any anime or anything, really, that you want me to analyze. Let me know about a versus battle you might want me to do, because I am more than welcome to do them, because I like doing these kind of videos, man. But yeah, guys, Itachi and Kisame versus Jiraiya. Personally, not a very interesting fight, seeing as they probably jump and stomp Jiraiya. But I mean, a lot of people come up to me, or not come up to me, a lot of my friends will talk to me, and they always bring this up whenever we're talking about any sort of Jiraiya versus. But I always have to reassess everything and confirm to everybody that Jiraiya is who he is, and he's not beating Itachi and Kisame. And I always bring up the fact that it would be a much more interesting fight to see Kisame versus Jiraiya. Now, that is a much more manageable fight from a boy. But Itachi, I don't think he can handle in a one-on-one fight, let alone with Kisame at his side, right? But yeah, guys, thank you again. You guys are so awesome, and I love seeing the feedback and just the popularity of these kinds of videos. It just makes me really happy to see. But yeah, guys, that has been your boy STSG, Sam Smith, the Superior Gamer. I'm also a Superior Analyst, as you can see. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great day or night, depending on when you see this. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them, you appreciate them, you care about them. However you express love, make sure you express it to the people you care about. Oh, and before I do the peace out, guys, remember, you don't have to hate me for this if you don't agree with my opinion. It's just my take, y'all. Peace out.